As you know, I am Michael. I am founder and director of Opal, Outdoor Play and Learning. We have one goal, and that is every child in every school should have an amazing playtime every single day with no exceptions. We're getting there. I started this when I was in local authority 15 years ago. We have now worked in over 1,000 schools, most in the UK. I worked out sort of back of the envelope style, but we have impacted the play lives of around about 1 million children. And we now have more than 30 Opal colleagues in the UK delivering the programme to anywhere, top of Scotland to the bottom of Cornwall. And we have about 500 new schools joining us every year. So in my work, I get to speak to a lot of head teachers, hundreds of head teachers. I go into lots and lots of schools. And I have seen a pattern recently of a certain amount of frustration of the way things have been going in education. And more that frustration is around the fact that schools seem to be less about what we do for the children and what the children, and it is about what the children have to do for us. So I think it's a good point for us to think about what is it that children need from us in their schooling and in their lives. What is a good childhood and how can schools contribute to that? And we hope that providing good play every day is a contribution for that. So what do children need from us? Just imagine children weren't classed as children, but they were classed as animals. So this enclosure is for monkeys. And it's for 6 monkeys. So the people that have provided this have thought of what do they need for their sanity and their health and their physical development and their social development. And they've built this place because this is where their monkeys live. So now imagine an enclosure for 280 primates where they spend a lot of their life. And this is what it looks like. This would not be allowed for an animal, because the Animal Welfare Act protects animals, and you must provide a space that enables that species to exhibit their natural behaviours. And play, of course, is the natural behaviour of a child. So we should really hold ourselves at minimum to the standard of the Animal Welfare Act if we're going to be thinking about what children need from us. We've found that schools are really good about strategic planning. They really think carefully about how they're going to deliver their maths curriculum and how they're going to deliver their literacy curriculum. But when it comes to play, that generally doesn't happen. And play is 20% of what a child's life at school. So 1.4 years of a child's life at school is spent at play. And yet many schools, most schools, have no policy, no strategy, no playwork training, no evaluation framework. This is a really big lost opportunity. The country, the UK, is spending £750 million every year on the supervision of play, and it could be amazing. It could contribute so much to the quality of childhood, and yet it doesn't in the majority of cases. All of those wasted people, nice people who care about children, are not able to do so because there isn't the planning behind it. So what have I learned in my play career? I have been in charge of play in 2 local authorities, and I've found that there's nothing that provides so much play for so many children for so much of the time as fantastic play in schools. And I would say to anybody watching, if your job is a job that has power over the lives of children, if you're a politician doing policy, if you're a local government school improvement, if you're an Ofsted inspector, if you're a head teacher or a senior leader, think about having a plan for play. What is your plan to make sure that children experience all the wonderful benefits of play, that their right to play is met? And also, we know from having done 1,000 schools, a school that has fantastic play every day is an absolute winner for everybody. Everybody wins. Teachers win, senior leaders win, the staff win, because the school is a happy, buzzing, vibrant place where children are getting what they need from their childhood. So Kath, I'm going to pass over back to you and then you can introduce the next speaker.